It's your girl Asia, and I am here to bring you guys a message. Scorpio, these messages may or may not resonate with every Scorpio watching. Thank you guys so much for your subscriptions. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know, Scorpio. All right, so I'm recording this a day before the Lionsgate portal. Today is the 7th of August. So let's see. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. These messages may or may not resonate with every Scorpio watching. Please use your discernment when watching tarot. Any evil eye, dark magic, spell work that is sent to harm me or Scorpio or our loved ones, may it be returned to sender. Ashe and amen. First card out is always the most significant. Scorpio, you got a new start here. Brand new, fresh beginning. We got the child. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. I just saw that. Maturity. Scorpio, you could be telling me that you've leveled up. There's a lot of wisdom that you hold. And I feel like your energy is very attractive too. I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You doing you. I just saw 111 on the timer. You could be seeing that on the clock. Or you could just be looking up and seeing ones. Scorpio, your energy. I love it. We got the sun coming out. There's clarity. There's happiness. You serious about you, Scorpio. And it's funny because I did do a pre-shuffle. And I saw you got a lot of haters. You got a lot of people who are envious of you right now. You're very confident. Your energy is very confident, very strong and powerful. Wow, we got the sun and the moon coming out. The sun and the moon. Okay, so you could be telling me that your psychic abilities have heightened. Your intuition is on point. We got the sky here at the bottom of the deck. You making some decisions to cut things out that no longer serve. Scorpio, I'm loving you guys' energy. Let's clarify. Let's get more. So I'm seeing a Scorpio here who is enjoying a brand new, fresh start. Okay? You could be telling me that you had to face a lot of adversities, challenges, fears. Rich risings. Rich risings, beautiful. Yeah, you could be telling me that you've had to face a lot of adversity, but you've been making really good decisions to keep yourself, you know, on the straight and narrow, on your own path, focusing on what makes you happy, Scorpio, is what I was getting in a pre-shuffle. So why is the child here for Scorpio? This is a brand new, fresh beginning for somebody here. Yeah, Queen of Swords just came out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. The 8 of Wands. And the Hermit, Virgo energy. You could be telling me that you're detached. Scorpio, you could be telling me that you're detached. You could be upset with somebody. I'm just seeing this Queen of Swords energy as Scorpio is not speaking, or you could be like silent right now, keeping things to yourself as you move forward. We got this 8 of Wands energy. Maybe I'm getting for a Scorpio here. There could be a Scorpio here. You ain't quiet. You cussing somebody out. I don't know why I'm getting it, but Queen of Swords in reverse. Baby, you might want to tread lightly because Queen of Swords in reverse going to let you know. But this 8 of Wands could also be an argument. So what's the Hermit here? Virgo energy. You could be telling me that you are arguing with the Virgo, or there's something about you retreating. I don't know. This could be secrets. Let's see. What's this 8 of, well, what's the Queen of Swords? Why is the Queen of Swords here for Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles. What the hell? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And the 4 of Pentacles. Scorpio, you could be telling me with the Queen of Pentacles energy, this could be you. There's a reason why you're like this. There's a reason why you're upset. Or there's a reason why you're keeping silent. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody here who is a natural giver. So you could be telling me you're fed up with giving. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Give me more for this Queen of Swords in the reverse. I just got the King of Cups. That's your energy. You could be telling me you're dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Hierophant is here. This could be a contract of marriage. So I got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Scorpio, you could be telling me that somebody else is detached. I don't know. Somebody is upset. Somebody is irritated and upset. The King of Cups Normally it's Scorpion energy. You got a lot of love for this person. What's this King of Cups, Hierophant energy? The Three of Wands. But you're tired of waiting for them to change. You're tired of waiting for them to get it together. Somebody here, I don't know, you could be telling me you're dealing with somebody that's mean and cold-hearted. Why is this Three of Wands here in the reverse? Strength. Leo energy. Some of you guys are dealing with a Leo. You have Leo in your chart. There's something about you gaining confidence. Like it's like you're being bold. You could be telling me that you're standing up to whatever this adversity is. Whatever this is giving you the confidence and strength. Because I see a Scorpio here who is starting a brand new journey, a brand new beginning. Now go back to when I was getting all the oracle messages. Bottom of the deck, I had the Scythe. So Scorpio, something tells me you've cut something out. That's why I'm like having a hard time trying to figure out, is the Queen of Swords your energy or is the King of Cups your energy? Because it's really like, The Moon is here in the reverse. There were secrets. Something got exposed. I just see you being confident and strong at this time, Scorpio. I don't know. It just seems like you're not afraid to face this. Why is the Lily here? You're no longer allowing something to be challenging for you. And it feels like you know, there's some sort of contract. Could be a relationship, a high-level commitment, a marriage where you and another person argue. Somebody's mean. Somebody's vindictive. Anyway, what's this Lily? I just feel like there could be a Scorpio here. You're maturing or you're leveling up in some way. What's this Lily energy? Somebody here could be 30. There go the King of Swords. Why do I feel like that's your energy? King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the match to the Queen of Swords. And I just saw that energy in the reverse. Something tells me that you are this King of Swords energy. So this King of Swords energy is somebody here who has learned their lesson. Yeah, there was a karmic cycle that kept repeating. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Sagittarius energy. More Sagittarius energy with Temperance. You could be telling me that there was a cycle repeating between you and another person and you kind of lost yourself in this relationship. Some way, somehow. This person could have been manipulative too. What else for the Lily? Yeah, I just feel like you learn your lesson. And there's a rebirth, judgment. Scorpio, that's your energy. You could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusper. But I just feel like you learn your lesson, and I feel like you are saying what needs to be said, and you're bouncing back. You're bouncing back. Yeah, you're taking back control. You're taking back charge of your life. Taking back the control. The leader. You are the leader now. So King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're not about to play with this person. I feel like you know exactly what it is that you want. And I see you optimistic and open to this brand new beginning. Now, you could be telling me, nah, I'm not getting that. I was about to say something else, but I ain't even going to do that. I just feel like you know what it is that you want, you know, and you're facing your circumstances and making it happen. Somebody here hurt you. Why do I get this Queen of Swords in the reverse is mean? They're just mean. They're vindictive. I see 3 swords. Could be that they tried to hurt you with another relationship or by cheating. But I see heartbreak here and I see you walking away. And that was the best decision you could have made. Victory is here. 6 of Cups. I mean, 6 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like you are definitely looking at your options, Scorpio. You got other options to consider. You got other things going on in your life. You're not going to be bothered by this. And I see justice being served. Libra energy. Some of you guys could be a Libra, Scorpion, cusper. But, yeah, I see a Scorpio here being passionate about, you know, doing you. That's what I'm seeing. So, oh, Let's see why. So the sun and the moon came out here, Scorpio. It was interesting. Why is the sun here? I see you having clarity. I see you, this could be duality. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. There's something about a Scorpio here. There's a lot of balance energetically. It's like balance between what you know and how you feel. What's this sun energy? Page of Cups. The moon in reverse. You could be telling me you've been doing a lot of shadow work. Seven of Pentacles. A lot of things have been revealed to you, Scorpio, especially when it comes to where you need to forgive yourself. The Seven of Pentacles is here. It has something to do with how you invest your energy and your time. I want to get a oracle message as to what this is, because I feel like something's being revealed to you. It's so you can learn. It's for a lesson, or so you can at least make other decisions. Options are here. Seven of Pentacles, investments, where you're investing energetically. So what is this? What is that? Okay, bottom of the deck said repeating patterns. I thought we saw something like that not too long ago. Yeah, we saw the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you could be telling me you're seeing something that is inconsistent. Not inconsistent, but you're seeing something that keeps replaying, or something that keeps happening over and over again. It does have a lot to do with your time. So Scorpio, you could be telling me that you're starting to review things so that you can invest your time in as much as possible. It's like you are trying to make sure that you spread yourself across every objective that you care about. Like if it's work, if it's your kids, if it's school, you are trying to make sure that you are giving equal time to all of that, and as well as time to yourself. Or you could be telling me you just have a lot going on, but this don't value time energy. I don't know, maybe your person didn't value you. But it says not using your time wisely, spending time on things that don't count. So I feel like overall, you're seeing that. You're seeing that there's some sort of pattern where, I don't know, you could be wasting your time. Yeah, there's definitely a lesson. I see spiritual teachings. Scorpio, don't be mad at me, but I also see lack of self-discipline. I'm just a reader. I'm just reading the energy. But something about this, whatever's being revealed to you is to help you make a decision to kind of tighten up. Spiritual teachings. Yeah, it's like you're having to make a choice and have more discipline with your time. That's what I'm saying. Or how you invest. Yeah, because I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You're not going to keep on investing in things that waste your time. Or, I don't know, you could be looking at the fact that we're not getting no younger. Time is, it's like very precious. Why is the moon here in the reverse? I just want to say, yeah, there's a tower moment. You could be seeing how somebody else wasted your time. I don't know why I'm getting that, but this tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, it's like sudden change. Maybe something happened. It was just like, boom, now I see it clearly. Or there was a secret that was revealed that just helped you to make a decision. I got the Ten of Cups here in the reverse too. It just feels like you see what the root cause is when it comes to not feeling like you're content. Why is the moon here? I'm about to sneeze. Oh, gosh. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so why is the moon here? Excuse me. There will be another one. I don't know why sneezes for me come in threes. Temperance is here in the reverse. Major Arcana for Sagittarian energy. Yeah, I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You feel like your energy is unbalanced. I told you it was going to be three. Anyway, it feels like you feel like you're not at your highest potential, or something's off. And the fact that you feel that, or intuitively you see something, it's like you had to make some sort of change. What else for the moon? The Ace of Cups, yeah. It's like you were neglecting the things that, thank you, love. You were neglecting the things that should matter, like your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. I don't know why I get that, but like, I don't know, there could be a Scorpio here that's kind of going through like a little review of where you're at in life and have you accomplished the things that you said you wanted to accomplish and what is holding you back. How do you continue to move forward and make these things happen in your life? And I just feel like that review is helping you to see what's in the way. It could be a person. Yeah, and it definitely feels like you have to love yourself. Just bottom line. Ace of Cups in the reverse is a serious call to action when it comes to self-love. So I got this Emperor energy at the bottom of the deck. Aries could be significant, but the Emperor in the reverse could also signify how you just weren't in control, or maybe, you know, yeah, there was a need for somebody, a Scorpio here to exercise discipline. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me more for the moon. Yeah, you weren't happy. You 10 cups in the reverse. I saw that not too long ago. You weren't happy. You weren't satisfied completely. Like something was off, Scorpio. Give me more on this. I'm seeing the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. So you love this person. However, you gotta have boundaries with them. I don't want to get into the weeds of why, but I just feel like you are having this epiphany that you gotta love yourself more, especially if somebody purposefully hurt. I feel like somebody hurt you. That's what I'm seeing with this 3 of Swords. They could hurt you with their words. I do see that Queen of Swords in the reverse. That person has a sharp tongue. They have a real mean demeanor, or certain things they could say to you could just be cutting like a knife. I was going to clarify this Ace of Cups and this 10 of Cups in the reverse. It just feels like you just weren't happy. Okay. Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody here. Yeah, somebody here, they could be just in and out. They just seem to be more concerned about what's going on outside of the relationship than they do you. Or I don't know, something about this Knight of Wands and this person is moving pretty impulsive. This person could be acting like they don't want to be in a damn commitment. And this person could be struggling with addictions. They could be doing too much when it comes to drinking. I also feel like there's a Scorpio here now. You're ready to chase your dreams. Yeah, and this kept repeating. This pattern with this person kept repeating. Again, Sagittarian energy, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you had a decision whether to stay on that path with this person or do something different. And I feel like there's a Scorpio here that you was like, adios, amigos. You cut this out, Scorpio. You cut it out. What's this Scythe energy? The Tower. I told you. And it came to me like an epiphany. That song by Cashapp Michelle, literally in the lyrics, she says, well, I think I'm just about over being your girlfriend. I'm leaving. Yeah. So I just feel like you got this realization that you got to cut this out. This is keeping you held back in some way. Scorpio. Yeah, there's the sun again. Leo energy. You could be telling me that you're expressing this. You're telling somebody, look, this is what it is. I'm out. I just feel like you're no longer stuck. Maybe the person that you were dealing with, they didn't know what the hell they wanted to do. And you were tired of waiting on them to figure it out. You feel like this person was complacent. Okay, so let's get some more. What else for Scorpio? I see growth here. I see maturity, growth. What else does Scorpio need to know moving forward? Okay, look, yeah, never end the story. Something kept repeating that was just, You weren't seeing any changes. Not to your satisfaction. TikTok. Yeah, I told you it was something about time. Time is an issue. I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You was like, stop wasting my time. I have to stop wasting my time. I don't know why I'm getting there, but I am. Clear and concise message. You got ideas. You got things that you want to... Or you could just be wanting to have a brand new experience. You could be wanting to get on with life. Clear and concise message. Something like that, Scorpio. Now, when I was when I did that pre-shuffle though, I did see how people were admiring you. Your energy is very attractive. Like you have this very confident demeanor about you. Like you know exactly what the hell you're doing, and it looks like you're finding your happiness. Thinker. Somebody here could be 44. Bottom of the deck, I got peace. 23 could be significant. You got a lot on your mind. Like I said, it feels like there's a Scorpio here. You got plans, but you're not telling nobody. Like you're not really sharing them. Or maybe you just got your feelings about what's going on right now. You're not really sharing them. I don't know. I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You got plans. Okay. Scorpio's like, I know what I'm about to do. And maybe you ain't sharing that. I don't know. It says strategy, being analytical and logical. I'm going to read the relationship message. It says, love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. But if not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. So yeah, again, I feel like there's Scorpio here. You see something clear as day. And you're like, yeah, I might want to not do this anymore. Something like that. You could be just wanting peace. You just want peace. Because I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You could be arguing with somebody and shit just keeps happening. It's like, man, this ain't it. Okay, unfortunately, Scorpio, because I feel like you love whoever this person is, but baby, as soon as I pick up the deck, somebody here could be suffering from depression. That'll show up as anger and just feeling blah all the time, or just feeling negative, always having your guard up. I don't know. Maybe your person is depressed. I don't know, Scorpio. I just saw happy and trust. It feels like Spirit is saying trust the process. Clear and concise message. Thank you, Lorianne, for being here, hon. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. Thank you all for being here. But thank you, Lorianne, for moderating. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. Wow, somebody here felt lonely, even in a room full of others. This is alienated. And you had to liberate yourself. I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You liberated yourself. There's sadness. Somebody here was watching you. I saw that card. Don't try it. Don't even try it. I see curious. Yeah, somebody's watching you. Sadness. Or is this your person? Let's see. Somebody else could be feeling lonely, missing you, and they're watching you. They know you're free. Trust came out again. I just feel like Spirit is saying trust the process. You freed yourself. Now trust the process. Keep trusting the process. Keep moving forward. Scorpio. Oh, shit. Yeah, somebody's envious of you. I told you. I was getting that in the pre-shuffle. Somebody is definitely watching. They're envious. Scorpio could be this nasty, mean, vindictive person. Yeah, this person's jealous. They're possessive over you as well. Yeah, because you're fulfilling your dreams. You're focused on making yourself happy. You're focused on being satisfied. I feel like you're finding yourself too. You've realized some things and somebody mad because you figured it out. What the heck? Yeah, they're watching and they're envious. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. I did the pre-shuffle yesterday though, but still. Jealousy don't go away in a day. All right, let's see. Ooh, I accidentally picked that card up, but that's for you, Scorpio. It says lucky break. It says good fortune, good things coming, and turning point. So I was picking up this deck, though, but that card wanted to come with it, so that was for you. All right. Ooh, new energy. Come through, Scorpio. You guys' energy is nice. I like this. Have faith in new beginnings. Yeah, it's like you have to trust. Spirit wants you to trust. Have faith in new beginnings as the new exciting chapter unfolds. Make sure to close the door to the past. And make sure you close out this cycle. I don't know. If you're able to have a conversation with this person, make sure that you close it out. And if you're not able to have a conversation with them, just you know, make peace with it, I guess. But make sure that, you know, the intention on a spiritual level, the intention is that this is over. Because I feel like Scorpio, you probably have done that, but for the ones that haven't, that's the message that I'm getting. I just saw creative spark and dreams. Yeah, there's a Scorpio here. You are on fire for a dream, a passion, or something. Or you're on fire for yourself. Let's see. Clear and concise message. You just care a lot about you. You are the center focus. Solitude. I told you. There's something about you focusing on yourself. Look at your life with a deeper, more spiritual understanding to help you get your priorities straight. Something's happening and shifting in divine timing here. Life is mirroring back to you. It's mirroring back to you things that you've missed or things that you didn't see before. Something like that. Yeah, this solitude energy. This period of being by yourself or wanting to be alone. But I feel like the alone is not. It's not like you feel upset about being alone. I feel like you like your company. I feel like, Scorpio, you like you. It's not that. It's just you're taking this time to really close out a cycle, fam. I'm telling you, it's something about a Scorpio. You're done. Sometimes the universe brings you full circle to a place you've been before to finish unfinished business. Yes. Scorpio, if you didn't remember anything from this reading, Spirit wants you to close out the old cycle. Close that chapter out, huh? So the new cycle can officially begin, so you can have new experiences. Yeah, something shifting. The wheel, you shifted that wheel. Remember in the other deck we saw the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's a Scorpio here. You're turning your circumstances around. I don't know if you being an alchemist. Yeah, we saw the sun and the moon. You could be literally like alchemizing your circumstances some way, somehow, Scorpio. But it says your luck is about to change. There's unseen forces working for you, which will change your path of life. That's that tower. The unseen forces, that's that tower energy. Yeah, because you can't see when the lightning is about to strike, where it's going to strike. So I feel like it's happening in divine timing, which there's that time again, something about time. It's happening in divine timing, but it could just come out of nowhere for you. Like you could be like, oh, these changes, this too much. It could feel overwhelming. It could feel like a lot, but I just feel like these changes are necessary. They're by divine design, for sure. Because it says your luck is about to change. There's unseen forces working for you, which will change your path in life. Yeah, it was time for a change for a Scorpio. It was time. Cosmic dance, Spirit is saying go with it, go with the flow. Celebrate. Celebrate your capacity to be joyous and take comfort in knowing that your path is one of success. I feel like you know. Like intuitively, Scorpio, you know everything is good. You know that this is the right way to be going, or this is the right way to feel, think. It just feels right. I'm seeing higher places. Again, I just feel like there's a Scorpio here. You have evolved. You could be telling me that this feels like an ascension. You have evolved. You have elevated consciously. Expect to go on a trip, a mission, or move from the place you're currently in to somewhere unexpected. You could be moving into a better situation, like a nicer home, nicer area, school district, a better job, a better relationship. Scorpio, it's something about the way you moving. That's what I'm going to name this reading. Isn't there a song, something about the way you move? That's what I'm going to title this reading. Something about the way you move, Scorpio. And I feel like it's very attractive because whoever it is that you're moving on from, they watching. Hold on, huh? Scorpio. Well, you know, they say Scorpios are always going through some sort of change. And if you in Scorpio's life, you are too. But this is good change, though, Scorpio. All right, hon. Thank you for your patience. So let's see what's going on in the love and romance department for Scorpio. Where's my deck? Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. I hope these messages are bringing you clarity and confirmation. And if they are, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. All right, so when it comes to love and romance, first of all, I'm seeing free yourself, and I'm seeing soulmate. It's time to take back control of your life. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Let's see. You're attracting someone. Your energy is attractive. I was getting that when I saw the lily come out in your reading too. Because the lily does, I mean, it does signify like being very sensual. Like, it's almost like a sexual energy. But it's in the way you look. It's something in the way you move and something in the way you look. Big boy, oh yeah, I like the way you move. Is that the song you talking about? Past life relationship. You could be telling me that you were in a relationship with someone you know from a past life. Clear and concise message. What's the name of the song, Divine Queen? Okay, you deserve love. Somebody here is a Scorpio, Sagittarian, cusper. You're welcome. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. When it comes to love and romance, what does Scorpio need to know? Ooh, true love. Scorpio, you are really transmuting some powerful energy here. I feel like you're going to a higher level love. And I feel like the way that you're doing that is by elevating in love for yourself. I don't know how to explain that. But like if you elevate how you feel about yourself, you love yourself, you accept yourself, you're disciplining yourself, then you literally will attract things of that same energy or that same frequency. Like I feel like you might not even be looking for love. And because of the energy that you're in, it just happens. Clear and concise message. Very soon. That's confirmation. Very soon. I'm seeing deception here too. I want to talk about that. But it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And that's good because I do want to talk about this deception. You do need to make up your mind what it is that you want, Scorpio. And I'm talking to the Scorpios here who possibly have not closed out the past cycle or closed it, you know. And not only closing out the cycle with the person, but closing out the cycle with what you've learned. Because if you haven't learned anything, the potential for you to repeat certain things is there. That makes sense? So this deception energy that I'm seeing here is careful not to deceive yourself. Careful. Because sometimes, you know, we could get tested after just going through a lesson. So I don't know. That could be a warning for somebody, Scorpio. And then also, I want to say, be careful not to sabotage. Because sometimes deception can represent sabotaging. You know, sabotaging thoughts that keep you from having love or experiencing a deeper love. That makes sense? Yeah, this codependency shit keeps coming out. What is this? Scorpio, what is this? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be habits. It doesn't have to be substances or anything like that. Or it could just be a certain type of person that you like. That's your type. But what if I told you that the type that you're attracting is where this pattern keeps coming in? So maybe Spirit is saying it, yeah, when it talks about that discipline, it's like you really have to be clear about what you want, Scorpio, so that you attract the right energy. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys, what the heck is this? It says religious factors. Some of you guys, I don't know how to put that. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, you know, going back to this, the addictions, there could be an addictive way of thinking things are supposed to be, especially if you do or if you are highly tied to like a religion or a tradition. Spirit could be telling you just to really make sure that, you know, those things still align with how you feel or who you are. You could be telling me that you attract people who are doing different things when it comes to religion and spirituality, and that just hasn't been working for you. You could be telling me that you've elevated and you've started a brand new or a different religious path, and it could be affecting your love life. There's so many ways that I could look at that, religious factors. But I'm really, I ain't really too concerned about this codependency energy that keeps showing itself here, Scorpio, but it keeps coming out. So when it comes to love, I don't know. Do you attract people who have addictions? You attract people who are broken? Heart-to-heart conversations. Because if you do, maybe this is a time in your life where you're being more vocal and you're speaking out when it comes to, how you feel, what makes you comfortable, what's not making you comfortable. Maybe it's time to like be more honest in your relationship, be more intentional in romance. I don't know. It could be that. But you could be telling me that you attract a lot of codependent people. And this is another reason why it's so important for you to get to the root of that. And the root would be in how you love yourself, because life is mirroring. Something about life is mirroring. And I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You're seeing it. Anyway, calling in your soulmate. Yeah, just know that your energy is very attractive right now, Scorpio. So it's really important that, you know who you are. You ground your energy. Because I would hate for another codependent person to show up in your life. And if they do show up in your life, Scorpio, I feel like you're going to see it real quick. You'll be able to make better decisions real quick. All right. What else do I want to get for you guys as far as messages? Scorpio. Thank you guys again for joining me. Clear and concise message. All right. So like I said, I could be talking to a Scorpio. You have been going through a lot. A lot of challenges. You have been facing these things. You've been knocking this stuff out the park, making good decisions. These are the type of decisions that put you as the priority. Because there's just a lot of things that you're seeing. You're trying to move on. Ashe. Well, you definitely have the potential energy to do that. Especially with Lionsgate tomorrow. There's there's a portal. Scorpio, whoever I'm reading for that this message resonates with, I feel like you are being divinely led. Continue to follow your instincts. Somebody here could be a master life path number 33. If you are, you're somebody who is very charismatic, very charming. You are a master influencer. A lot of people want to hear what you have to say. They want to look up to you. But you could be telling me that you're in alignment with your North Node. There's something about alignment too. Bottom of the deck, we got Destiny. I just feel like there's a Scorpio here. You're taking fate into your own hands. You're not leaving it up to other people anymore. There's something very unique about you too, Scorpio, because I feel like a lot of people see these changes happening to you. You have a light, your unique energy. And I see boundaries. I feel like there's a Scorpio here. You really are going to protect your beliefs. You really going to stand on how you feel about things. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's get another message for Scorpio. As soon as I pick this deck up, I see crystal clear at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Definitely a heightened sense of instincts, intuition. Clear and concise message. Yeah, you leveling up. There's a Scorpio here who's leveling up. Doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. Yeah, it was time. I'm telling you, it's something about time. How many decks have I gone through in it? Seems like time's come. Even the picture of a clock. So yeah, I feel like it's divine timing. It's about divine timing. So you're right on track. You're right in alignment is what I feel with that. You're in alignment. Clear and concise message for Scorpio. What else for Scorpio? Hope is on the horizon. Hope is on the horizon. Scorpio, you could be telling me that you are getting back into the gym, or you're doing some things to take care of your health. Somebody here, you've been drinking smoothies. You've been doing some things to kind of like cleanse. Let's see. What's this horizon? Somebody's 45. What's this hope on the horizon? Why I keep saying horizon? Hope on the horizon. There's something about stars, Scorpio. There's something about stars that's significant. But anyway, Stars are universally understood symbols of hope. They represent a new phase of life coming into existence in which you can find more happiness and joy. The appearance of this card foretells wishes coming true and unexpected bursts of good fortune. Now is an excellent time for you to gaze at the night sky and take notice of the celestial events in general. Find guidance in the stars. Oh my God! That is so crazy that this says divine guidance. Find guidance in the stars. They will always be there when you need them. Let me read the healing message, Scorpio. It says, most of us barely pay attention to what is going on in the sky. After all, we're here on Earth and it's busy, as we all have responsibilities and work to tend to. And when we do turn to the sky for guidance, it's often in situations of turmoil and helplessness. Why not connect with the universe long before running into a difficult situation instead of waiting until you've gotten nowhere else to turn? Support is always there no matter when you need it. Learning to tap into what the universe offers will help empower you in your daily life. Look up as hope is on the horizon. So I don't know who needed to hear that, Scorpio, but stars are really significant. You are being divinely guided. That's so crazy how it came out like that. Nice. 10:10 on the clock. Ashe. Let's look that up. Ashe. It's cold. I get cold easy. All right. So today's message with the time being 10:10. Well, it's not 10:10 anymore, but it was. It says signifies spiritual awakening. So that's confirmation, Scorpio, that you are going through an awakening. It says new beginnings and personal growth. It encourages trust in one's intuition and alignment with one's life purpose. It also suggests the need to maintain a positive mindset and embrace change with courage and passion. So that's the message from the 1010 energy. You got 911. Let's look it up. I be seeing that all the time. Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. Do you see it all the time too? Let's look it up. For those of you who aren't on the East Coast, 911 angel number would be positive change, spiritual awakening, and new beginnings. It's the same message. It's the same message. So, but yeah, I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio here. You just really are being more serious about you. And that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Like, and anybody else that feels some kind of way about it, they're just going to have to watch you continue to ascend. Because I feel like that's what's happening for a Scorpio. This is a good transformation, Scorpio. Okay. All right, loves. That's what I have for you. I think that I'm going to go ahead and close this reading out with that. Let's get another oracle message to close it out, though. Oh, you know what? Since we're doing angel numbers, let's see. As soon as I pick up the deck, I get 333. You could be seeing that a lot. Scorpio, I just saw 1717. It said drama alert. Is this somebody from the past? Always coming with that damn drama. Spiritual awakening. There it is again. 1001. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Scorpio. I feel like closing out that past cycle and moving on. Eventually, whoever is losing their mind over you, I guess they'll go somewhere. They'll have to move on their own too, but that's not the priority. I don't even feel like I'm being led to tell you to even worry about that. Wow, I love your numbers. 101 says starting over. Remember, the very first card that came out in you guys' reading was the child. And the child represents a brand new start. So yes, that's confirmation, Scorpio. Confirmation, love. It says happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand this process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. The little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. So I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, you might be reviewing some things. You might see some areas where you could have made improvements. All of that is good. That's what that's about. Starting over, using the things that didn't work out to kind of transmute so that in the future, you know, you'll have a different experience. You'll have a different outcome. What else for Scorpio? Somebody here could be going back to school in the fall. 777, good luck. You could be a life path 7. You could be born on the 7th. Something about the number 7. is significant. It says this message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may have come your way, those adversities. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom. There's the lily energy. Much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Some of you guys, you have a calling to share your experiences in some way. Let's see. Let me get a couple more for Scorpio. Ooh, more threes. Yeah, Scorpio, you can. Ooh, and fours. 333. Wait a minute. 3333 and 4444. Either way it goes, threes and fours. Okay, it's amplified. So the number 3 is a very spiritual number. This is definitely showing how you are being divinely supported, divinely guided. And the 4 is a number of stability. So however you're being guided, I feel like Spirit is saying trust the process, but I also feel like there will be peace. Peace and stability, Scorpio. So it says the problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels, aka ancestors, encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on your life since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Yeah, remember when I was talking about be careful with your thoughts? That's ego energy then. So that's confirmation. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you're going to push through. You got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you, Hans. I just feel like this is good transformation. So have no fear. Try to go with the flow. Don't try to resist or fight against it. Spirit wants you to close out the cycles of the past, be optimistic about the future, have positive thoughts about it as much as you can, as best as you can. And just know that you are being divinely supported, protected, and led. So, Scorpio, that's what I have, hon. I do offer personal readings. If anybody's interested in a personal reading with me, you can go to my webpage, vibenationtarot.com. But with that being considered, I'm done with this reading. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, Scorpio, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Ashe. Peace, fam.